Good morning to all of you. So in our previous class we have seen about the rule of lens. Now we will see the image formation with the help of lens. We will see about the that we have already studied that the lens, spherical lens, are basically we classify into two types, that is convex lens and concave lens. So in convex lens is also known as converging lens. Convex lens is also known as converging lens because after reflection all the refracted, I am not saying reflection, I am saying refraction. Why? Because we are studying lens. What we are studying? Lens. And in the case of lens, bending of light take place, that is refraction. So in the convex lens is said to be converging lens because after refraction all the refracted ray come closer to each other, whereas in the case of concave lens, when we will talk about the concave lens, that is known as diverging lens because after refraction all the refracted ray seems to move away from each other. So as we have seen in the case of mirror also, that the ray diagram of the mirror, now we will see the ray diagram of lens. So first we will talk about the convex lens, then we will talk about the concave lens. So first case is that the object is at infinite. Let us suppose that the object is at infinite. It is very far away from the lens. That is said to be, suppose we are taking that the object is sun. So sun is very much far away, so it is said to be at infinite. And what is its height? We cannot imagine since it is very much far away. So we are supposing that all the ray are coming from the infinite, that incident ray, and all the ray are parallel to principal axis. And we have learned the rule in the case of lens. If the ray are parallel to principal axis, after refraction they pass through focus. After refraction they pass through focus in the case of convex lens, and in the case of concave lens they seem to pass through focus. So here it is convex lens. So all the ray which are parallel to principal axis, after refraction they pass through focus. And we all know that where two refracted ray or two reflected ray meet, where they meet or where they seems to meet at a point, that point is the formation of image. So please, one thing keep in mind clear. In the case when we are studying about the mirror, we are saying that the real image is forming on the same side, means a real image was forming this side on the left hand side, but in the case of mirror the real image was forming on the left hand side, but in the case of lens the real image will form on the right hand side. So here what is happening, the image is formed at focus. Image is forming as focus, or you can say that image is formed as F2. Okay, because this is our F1. So this is our one center of curvature for this one lens, and for second lens this is second center of curvature. So we can write C1 and C2. Here we are writing C1 as 2F1 and C2 as 2F2. F1 to F1, F2 to F2. It is the donation that we can distinguish only that there are two focus. So one thing is clear, that the image is formed as focus and it is point size. Image is very much small, as we have got the same thing in the case of when the object was at infinite in the case of concave mirror. Now we are saying that all the thing will be same which we have got in the concave mirror we will get in the convex lens, and what we have got in the concave mirror we will what we have got in the convex mirror we will get in the concave lens. So what is the nature? Nature is the image is real and inverted, we can say point size, and second position it is formed at focus, and size it is highly diminished. Since point size very much small, it is highly diminished. So this is the first case of concave lens. Now second case, when the object is beyond 2f1. When the object is beyond to f1. So we are taking an object AB, again like we have taken in the mirror, which is beyond to f1. So this object is beyond to f1. So again we are saying that two ray incident ray is one is passing one ray which is parallel to principal axis and other is passing through optical center. This is optical center O. So a ray which is parallel to principal axis, after refraction it always pass through focus, we all know. Okay, we have seen the rule. And the ray which pass through optical center does not bend. The ray which pass through optical center does not bend. It moves in the same direction, and see, both the refracted ray are meeting at a point. Both the refracted ray are meeting here at a point. So this point is the formation of image. This point is the formation of image. So this point is the formation of image. So we are writing here A dash B dash. What we are writing? A dash B dash. So see here AB, here A dash B dash. Okay. Now again nature, here A is at the top, here the image is AB is like that, but here the image is B dash A dash. So image is inverted, and since two refracted ray in original they are meeting at a point, that's why the image will be real. So the nature is real and inverted. What is the nature of the image? Real and inverted. Second thing, that where the image is forming between f2 and 2f2. So the position is f2. You have to write in all the cases, whether it is a mirror or lens, three things: position, nature and size. So what is position? Between f2 and 2f2. What is size? Smaller than the object, smaller than the object. And nature, real and inverted. So this is the second case, when the object is beyond 2f1. Now we will see the third case, when the object is at 2f1. When the object is at 2f1. So we are taking an object which is at 2f1. Again we are taking the object as AB. One ray is passing parallel to principal axis. After refraction it will pass through focus. Another ray passing through optical center. It will not bend, it will move in the same direction. Both rays are meeting at a point. So this point is the formation of image. And when we are seeing, so the image is forming as 2f2. So what is the position of the image? Image is forming as 2f2. Image is forming at 2f2. Where is the object? Object is at 2f1 and image is formed at 2f2. Now two refracted ray, they are in original, they are meeting at a point. That's why the image is real, and real image is always inverted. So the image nature is real and inverted. Nature is real and inverted. And what is the size? The image size is same as the object size. Same size as the object. So we have got three things: position, nature and size. Position, the image is forming as 2f2. Nature, real and inverted. And size, same size. So this was the third case of our convex lens. And we are seeing that whatever we are getting, same thing we have got in concave mirror. So that position also, nature, but here only the difference is in the lens. On the real image is formed on the right hand side, and in the mirror real image was forming on the left hand side. Okay, now case number 4, when the object is placed between f1 and 2f1. Object is placed what is the meaning? I have said in the mirror also, f1 and 2f1. It does not means in between. In between means not at the center, anywhere between f1 and 2f1. When the object is at anywhere between f1 and 2f1. Now again we are taking here you write it B. So we are taking an object AB. Again same thing is happening here. One ray is better to draw a dotted line here, because after this dotted line only the refraction take place, because you watch in 3D view. This is a lens, okay? So when you will watch in 3D view, we will find that here you will take a dotted line, and after this point refraction take place. Not from, refraction does not take place from here. It is taking place from here. So a ray which is parallel to principal axis, after refraction it passes through focus. Another ray which pass through optical center, it does not bend, is moved in the straight direction. Both rays are meeting at a point, so this point is the formation of image. And where two refracted ray, or where two reflected ray, in the case of mirror reflected ray, in the case of lens refracted ray, where they are meeting, that point, on that point you have to draw the arrow. And arrow is what? Your arrow is A dash, so it will become A dash and it will become B dash. It will become B dash. So what is happening here? We are saying that the position object, the image is from beyond 2f2. It is forming beyond 2f2. Second, nature real and inverted, and the size, it is enlarged, means larger than the object, or you can see that the image is magnified image. Okay. Now case number 5. When the object is at f1. So we are taking an object as f1, again A, B. Now it is more clear to all of you. Okay. Now I think that you are able to now draw the ray diagram, whether it is of the mirror or lens, by yourself also. So we are taking an object AB, again one ray which is parallel to principal axis, after reflection pass to focus. Another ray which pass through optical center, does not bend. So both ray will never meet, but it seems that they will meet where? At infinite. At infinite. So the image is formed at infinite, and how much is the distance of this from this? We don't know. Okay. So first off, position, image is forming at infinite. Second, it is highly enlarged. It is highly enlarged because we know it is forming at infinite. And third, real and inverted. Last case of the convex lens, when the object is placed between f1 and O, anywhere between f1 and O, again AB, a ray which is parallel to principal axis, after reflection pass through focus, again a ray which pass through optical center, does not bend, it moves in straight. And when we see both the ray refracted ray, they are diverging from each other, means they will never meet with never meet in this direction. So what we will do, we will proceed. That's why we have drawn with the dotted line, because we are proceeding it, and it seems that they are meeting at a point. They are meeting at a point. It seems to they are meeting, and where it seems to meet at point, the image is virtual and indirect. So here they are meeting. So arrow here, A dash, B dash. So what we are getting, that the position image is formed at the same side of the lens. Second, it is enlarged, means image is magnified. And third, the image is our virtual and erect. Virtual and erect. Virtual and erect. So these are the cases of our convex lens. Here we will see position when the object is at 2f1, image will be also at 2f1, same size, nature real and inverted. Between f1 and 2f1, beyond, image will be formed beyond 2f1, image will be enlarged, or you can say the image is magnified. Enlarged means magnified. So see here, at 2f1, image at 2f2, means if the object is 2f1, means at c1, image is forming at c2. Same case, in the case of mirror, we have seen that when the object is a center of curvature, image is also forming at center of curvature. Here also, when the object is, and many times a question on this come in the exam, practical based question used to come in the board exam on this. When the object is at 2f1, image is at 2f2, image, the size of the image is same as the size of the object, and the nature of image is real and inverted. What is the nature of image? Real and inverted. Second, object is placed between f1 and 2f2, image is formed beyond 2f2, and the size of the image is enlarged, means image is magnified, and the nature of image is real and inverted. Third, when the object is beyond 2f1, image is formed between f2 and 2f2. And what is the size of the image? It is diminished, means smaller than the object, and the nature of the image real and inverted. When the object is at f1, image is formed at infinity, means this case is very much clear to all of, whether it is mirror, whether it is lens, whether it is concave mirror, convex mirror, concave lens, convex lens. Whenever the object is at focus, image is formed at infinity, and whenever the object is at infinity, the image form is at focus. Now, image is infinitely large, or you can say highly enlarged, or you can say highly magnified, and the nature of image is real and inverted. And when the object is between focus f1 and optical center O, f1 and O, then what is happening? The image is forming on the same side of the lens, same side of the lens as the object, and the image is enlarged, or you can say image is magnified, and the image is virtual and erect. This is only one case which we have seen in the concave mirror also. Whenever the object is placed between focus and principal axis, in the case of concave mirror we have seen whenever the object is placed between whenever the object was placed, not focus and pole, whenever the object was placed between pole and focus, in the case of concave mirror you have seen that the image was virtual and erect. Same thing whenever here in the case of lens, whenever the object is placed between f1 and optical center, image is formed is virtual and erect, and it is magnified. And last case, when the object is at infinity, the image is formed at f2, it is highly diminished, you can say point size, you can say real and inverted. So we see here what is happening in the case of whenever a lens or mirror is converging. Whenever a lens or mirror is converging, when a lens or when a mirror is converging, so in case what is happening, the image which is forming is of both the type, real as well as virtual. Real as well as virtual. If the mirror or lens is diverging, always the image will be virtual. Always the image will be virtual, and always the size of the image in that case will be smaller than the object. Always in the case of when we are talking about the diverging mirror or diverging lens, always the image which will form will be virtual and erect, because the mirror is diverging, so it seems to move through focus. So in that case, the image is formed is always virtual and erect in diverging mirror or diverging lens, and it is always smaller than the object. But in the case of converging mirror or converging lens, converging mirror means concave mirror, converging lens means convex lens, we have seen that the image form is real also and virtual also. Real also and virtual also. So if the image form is virtual, how you can identify whether the lens is concave or convex, whether the lens is concave or convex when the image is virtual? Because virtual image is formed in convex lens also, and virtual image is formed in concave lens also, by seeing the size of the image. If the image size is smaller than the object, obvious concave lens, and the image size is larger than the object size, it is convex lens. So this is the ray diagram of our convex lens, which is also known as converging lens. So whenever in the case of refraction, whenever light moves from one medium to another medium, it bends. Whenever a light moves from rarer medium to denser medium, it moves towards the normal, and whenever the light move from denser medium to rarer medium, it moves away from the normal. And these topics are very much important, because most of the time the question is asked from the lens, it is not asked from the mirror. Most of the time the question used to ask from the lens, and this lens topic is very much important. Suppose a question come in the exam, that suppose an object is 30 centimeter, an object is placed at 30 centimeter in front of a lens, and the image is formed 30 centimeter on the other side of the lens. So what will be the focal length? Then obviously if you know the case of lens, you can do that. Object is at 30 centimeter, image is also at 30 centimeter, means the distance of the object is same as the distance of the image, and this is possible when the object is at 2f1, the image is formed at 2f2, means the focal length will be how much? Now here 2f1 is equal to 30, when focal length is 15 centimeter. And many time this question is asked in your exam in 3 marks many times. So please practice the ray diagram with the help of, you take a compass, you take a scale, pencil, rubber, and make the ray diagram. Don't make the ray diagram roughly. Draw it many times, okay? And if you have any confusion, please contact me. Thank you.